everyone and welcome to the Captain's video vlog. We are Tuesday, May the 17th, 2016. So, pretty much nothing happened since the moment I filmed yesterday's video vlog. I mean, I thought I had started the upload when I finished writing the description, except I did not. I must have, missed the button and was like, I guess I can fall asleep then, or maybe I just fell asleep because I slept for like 3 hours between 9 something and 12 something, but it was in a very, I would think that it would be a very uncomfortable position, as I was laying face down on my parents' bed, not even, face down on a pillow. I was across the bed, so I can't really say that it was a good way to sleep. So then when I woke up, I started the upload and dashed to my bedroom, and there's something really funny in the way I fell asleep, because the first time I woke up, nobody was there. Second time I woke up, my dad was there. He then left because he was called for something with the firefighters, and then when I finally decided that maybe it's a little too late to fall back asleep, because it was like 7 in the afternoon, 7 in the evening, I decided that my father was back, and all the time between the first time I woke up and the last time, he wasn't there at all. So I guess he didn't notice that I wasn't awake. I can't talk about a lot, to be quite honest. I mean, the only thing that I've done today besides sleeping was looking at a mail from my professor, who told me, I got your mail. Well, he didn't say, casually like that. That's the gist of it. I got your mail. I will talk about the whole situation with the other professors to see if you can repeat your year, because that was something that I put forward. I mean, I did a good first semester this year. I would not want this to go to waste, basically. Plus later today, and that's the part that I hate the most about waking up at 7 p.m. is that at 5 a.m. I'm still awake, and I could go for like at least 3 more hours, except that would be 3 hours too much. But yeah, so later in the morning I have to go to the firefighters and the departmental service, and just see about what I'm gonna do, how much they want to pay me, the whole duration of the internship. I would want to negotiate about that, because at any rate I'm losing 1 week if I'm going till the end of September, but it's still 4 months and something. It's not really 5 months or 4 months and a half. That's still not enough, I would guess. So yeah. So he told me that he would see about the possibility of repeating my year, and the possibility of making the internship anyway, which is pretty cool, I would say. I mean, at least I know that next year I will have learned from my mistakes. Main mistakes being that I thought that the people in charge of some bigger organizations would have more people under them to do the job, and that more offers would come from the field I want to to work in. I mean, it's kind of by default that I want to work in transportation, in the field of transportation, of public transportation. But I mean, it's by default because I didn't choose that as my first choice. It was my second choice. I still want to work in that, field of work. It doesn't bother me that later in my life I will calculate the routes for buses and tramways and trains and whatever. It's just that maybe to me it feels more natural to work with the people I'm going to work with during those next 4 months, which is firefighters, people close to the terrain, close to the action, even though I'm not really an action person. So and the other main thing that I did was watching WWE Raw, but from last week, and I wanted to watch it for one thing in particular, which was Maurice freaking out in French, except I missed that moment, and then I watched the video again, and I was like, I don't understand what she's saying, because she's got a very thick Quebecois accent, and her voice was drowned by the whole audience. So basically, what I got from that was turn around when I'm talking to you, and leave my husband alone, pretty much. But I mean, apparently there was some banter between Kevin Owens and Maurice in Monday's episode of Raw on commentary. So maybe this time I will, get to hear people speaking French, even though it's I wouldn't say a mangled variation of the French language, because let's be honest, if everything had gone according to plan, I would have had to pretty much accommodate myself to hearing that on a daily basis for 6 months, and maybe even more if I had managed to find an internship in Quebec. Who knows? But besides that, it was a pretty good episode. I mean, there's something weird about Stephanie being so cool, I would guess, with Shane's choices. I mean, what she does goes along, what we would expect of a good authority, good figure of authority, which is what Shane has done since WrestleMania. But it does not look like something someone from the authority would do. The authority, as in the group that was at the helm of Monday Night Raw. So yeah, there's something weird, and even more so with the last pretty much backstage segment. I don't even know, that doesn't qualify as a backstage segment, because it was literally Shane and Stephanie watching how the end of the planned fight between Big Cass and Jericho went. A fight that never happened, because Dean Ambrose attacked Chris Jericho, and he put his light bright jacket on, and tore it apart, destroyed it. Apparently it was $15,000. I mean, I would understand, because it looked like actual leather, so maybe it's actual leather. And this shit is pretty damn expensive. And yeah, they were commenting on, oh well, that's a lot of money. Did a good job, didn't you? And then she looked at the photograph of Vince holding baby Shane, and she had this weird look on her face, and because it's backstage, people on commentary don't really acknowledge it. Like, there's a lot of things weird with commentary. You have to believe in kayfabe a lot. Like, you have to believe that what they see is what we on TV we see on the TV screen, despite the fact that, when Dean Ambrose was like that, he was facing one part of the crowd that was going nuts. Comparatively, the guys at the commentators table were, at a 90-degree. So they could see that it was Dean Ambrose. So maybe, oh, what the fuck kind of teasing is that? Yeah, so that's a couple of things that you have to be really, in the thing to realize that, well, it's kind of real, I would guess. That's the whole magic of wrestling. So I still have about 1, 3, that makes it 6 hours if I manage to watch everything today, which I will not, because there's also lots of anime. I talked about 10 hours. That's pretty much it. And that's a lot. Like, I managed to go for to watch 1 hour already, but that's still 9 more hours, and I don't think that Saturday I will be able to watch a lot of stuff, because mainly I will be in the train and then walking in Paris, in the Paris metro, in the stadium, and then back in the train, and probably really fucking sleepy. Not sleepy, not even sure. So yeah, I would guess that I would better do that whole thing before Saturday, even though Sunday, it's kind of a free day, despite the fact that I would take the train around 6 a.m. to go back home, and then proceed to sleep for most of the day, I guess. I don't know. Sunday is my last free day until the following weekend. And Sunday would probably be my last video weblog until the day I decide that, hey, I've got this whole thing, locked down, so I can start again with those 15 minutes video. I mean, at least there's a lot of interesting, I won't say interesting, but fun shows this season on anime. So there's that already. So, anyway, too much silence. What the fuck is going on? Thanks for watching. See you tomorrow. Bye-bye. I think that my TV turned off because it was 4 hours since I stopped, interacting with it.